Hi everyone, it's Aaron from Happy Skincare and welcome to our first ever video version of our newsletter. This week I'm going to talk about glass versus plastic. The reason I'm talking about is we're looking at changing our packaging over to plastic. As you know, we currently have our packaging in glass. The reason we chose that was because there's no chance of chemicals leaching from the glass into the product. So we've gone all this hard work selecting organic ingredients and keeping our chemical footprint in the cream as low as possible. We didn't want to ruin that by putting it in some plastic that would leach BPA into it and therefore ruin all our hard work. But we've had a few problems with glass in the recent months. The biggest one is people dropping it in their bathroom, falling on the floor and smashing. Not only does it create a mess, it's also quite hazardous because there's glass all over the floor, but you also lose your favourite product and therefore you're wasting some money, and we don't want that. So we're looking for better solutions. The glass does have a few good points as well. The fact is it doesn't have any chemical residue in it that can come into the creams or the oils or whatever you put in there. You can also open it up and you can get right down into it and get the last bit out as well. But the ability to do that also has its own problem. The fact that keep putting your finger into your cream increases the chances of bacteria growing in there. So you need a really strong preservative, or not strong, but you just need a really good, effective preservative in there to prevent any bacteria growth. We do have that in that cream, so no need to worry. It's just one of those things, keep putting your finger in. You don't really want a stranger putting their finger in, and then it can get a bit yucky over time if you don't use the product in good time. So if you have it sitting around for like 2 years, then it's probably not the best thing. So we've been looking at plastic. Now plastic has its own benefits. It's nice and light. You can squeeze it, you can drop it, it doesn't break. You don't have to stick your finger in it, you can squeeze it out. But the biggest downside of plastic is the chemicals used in the resin to make it. It's also not the most environmentally friendly product, or it's not perceived to be an environmentally friendly product due to its manufacture and the fact that a lot of plastics don't break down or they can't be recycled. But in my research lately and looking at different plastics, I have come across a new innovative technologies that are out there. One is they're now making plastics out of sugarcane in Israel, which is quite exciting. But the one I've got, these ones here I've got here, are made from polypropylene, which is an Australian company I've been talking to. And the benefits of polypropylene is the fact that it's 100% recyclable. And it's also, to manufacture this, is less CO2 emissions than glass. So it has a better environmentally friendly life as well, I should say. But the biggest thing with polypropylene is that it doesn't contain any BPA. So there's no risk of that leaching into the product. So we're looking into plastic because it doesn't break, so you can drop it, you can travel with it, no dirty fingers are getting into it. And with polypropylene, it's 100% recyclable, including all the printing. So there's no label on it like some other plastic bottles, which is can be made of a PVC material, which is not recyclable. And you do some really cool graphics on it, because all the printing is actually inside the plastic. There is no label there. So, and you can get some pretty cool effects. So they look quite nice as well. So that's why we're looking at moving towards plastics. But before that, we'd love to know what you guys think. So please let us know what you want or feel is best, or your preference, glass versus plastic, pros and cons. Hit us with it. Just put a comment down below and I'll respond to any questions as well. So if you have any questions of further of why we're looking at going towards plastic, and maybe some more the technical reasons of how this is BPA free, so the risk of disrupting your hormone system and possibly causing cancer is not there. And it's also, but everyone has a preference, so let us know. Thanks, and I'll talk to you in a few weeks. See ya.